Last night, skaters on edge, tension on ice. Tonight, who will win the battle of the nerves with 2 Olympic berths on the line? Back in the Civic Center in Ottawa, road to the Olympic Games goes through the nation's capital. Last night, the women's short program was not well skated. I don't think anyone would be satisfied with their performance, including the defending ladies champion, Joannie Rochette.
Good start with the triple Lutz in combination, but she struggled with her triple flip. Mira Leung had a terrific short program and has given herself a big lead over the competitors behind her. While Leslie Hawker was smiling on the outside, inside her heart was breaking. Her jump disappeared in the short program, hoping to find them tonight.
But the good news for her is that no one was really able to stand up, with the exception of Mira Leung, after her, and she still is in contention for that second Olympic spot. I say second because Joannie Rochette really is the favorite here, and you would have to think that the defending Canadian champion has a very good chance of making it 2 in a row and a very good chance of earning that spot to the Torino Games. But you have to go out and skate it, and she will skate first. There have been some skaters already on the ice tonight, including last year's junior champion, and she's the leader right now, and that's Amelie Lacoste.
She's 17 years of age, and she is fighting for a spot on the junior world team. And this program is really going to help her. There's 2 other 17-year-olds that we'll see later on that will also be challenging for that spot. 3 girls fighting for 2 spots on the junior world team.
So that is also in the air tonight. Berths to the Junior Worlds, berths to the World Championships in the spring in Calgary, and of course the 2 spots to the Olympic Games. Here are some of the skaters who have already gone tonight. We have 6 women to skate in the final flight. Courtney Sokol in 7th place, Mylène Brodeur in 8th. And again, we reiterate that many of these skaters don't come here with national championships and gold medals in their mind, but personal bests, and they may have accomplished that here. Mira Leung wants to go to the Olympic Games. That's her goal. Very close to it. We'll be back to Ottawa after this. Woman of this national championship. She sees herself up on the screen. The crowd responds. And our Debbie Wilkes had a chance to sit down with the legend, the Hall of Famer, this week.
Barbara Ann, welcome back to Ottawa. I know this is your home. It's quite a homecoming for you, but I'm not so sure whether you've come home or whether the fans are coming to you.
Debbie, you're very kind, and I am so thrilled to be back here in Ottawa. You know, I was born right here, grew up, trained at the Minto Club, represented Ottawa in Canada, so it's very special for both Tommy and me to be back.
If you wouldn't mind, take us back to 1947 and 1948. 1947, the first time that a North American won the world title. You did it, and then followed up with another world title in 48 and the Olympic gold from Samarit.
And the first competition in 47 was in Davos, and it was the Europeans. And I was very fortunate to win that one. And then we went to Stockholm, and coming from the Swiss warm sunshine, it was cold, overcast, 20 below zero.
And what was it like? What was the ice like? How did you deal with those kinds of conditions?
Well, in San Moritz Olympics, we had a thaw. The first day we went to do school figures, they said, girls, it's too soft, go home. And, you know, you're all keyed up and ready to go. This wasn't good. But anyhow, the next day when we were doing school figures, one of them was a loop change loop. You call it paragraph loop. I have to speak modern language. Paragraph loop. And I was practicing, as you know, outdoors, just near, I was going on and next one. And one of the British people came over in a loud voice, said, those aren't loops, those are balloons. Well, Sheldon grabbed me and he said, pay no attention, they're the proper size, it's okay. So then I went out to do my balloons in front of the judges, and a helicopter came over and hovered. Well, I'd been trained to just close my mind to whatever I was doing, that was it. But there was a shadow over my loops. But I really didn't realize that there was a helicopter over on top of me. No, that shows that you have to concentrate.
What about the kind of pressure these athletes are facing? Is it different from what you faced when you were competing?
I think, now you were a competitor. I think anytime you compete, there's pressure. You want to do the best you can. And I'm sure you felt, as I did, that when you're representing Canada, it's not just you. You have to do the best you can for your country. Be a good sport, be friendly and nice, but compete hard.
And finally, if you wouldn't mind, our skaters preparing to be named to the Olympic team, hopefully with great performances here in Ottawa. Would you have a final parting message for them?
Just wish them the very best of luck. You know, they're talented, they're dedicated, and they are Canada's future. We're depending on them. And I just know with all my heart they're going to do the very best they can, and they're going to make us all proud. And we love them.
The classy lady, Barbara Ann Scott, Olympic gold medalist in 48, our only singles gold medalist at the Olympics ever. Joannie Rochette, looking to go to the Olympic Games, was hoping to compete against Cynthia Phaneuf this year, but will not. Here's Dave.
Yeah, it's a little less nerve-wracking when you're watching from here. Here's the 2004 national champion, Cynthia Phaneuf. Cannot compete this year due to an injury to your left knee. Cynthia, first of all, tell us about the injury and what's ahead as you prepare for next season.
I have my injury at my right knee, and it affects me a lot, so I can skate. I can compete because I can jump like 20 minutes a day. So I have to train with that, but I train on other things. I train on the spin, my speed, and all these things. So I trying to be fixed for any year.
You know, as we watch the final warm-up here, Joannie Rochette is trying to do something or dealing with something that you dealt with a year ago, and that is defending the national title. What is she going through this weekend, specifically tonight?
I know that for me last year I was so stressed about this fact, like to defend my title, but I think that she's going to do a great job. I know her, she's good under pressure, and I'm sure she's going to do well, but I know she have a lot of stress tonight.
Well, best of luck with your rehab work. We'll see you here next year, and happy birthday, by the way. A little early happy birthday, 18 on Monday, right?
Yeah, that's
all right. Enjoy the rest of the night.
Thanks.
Cynthia Phaneuf, Rod.
Well, and here's someone celebrating her 20th birthday tonight, Joannie Rochette.
If you look at our scouting report there, she is indeed the class of the field, and that is because of her combination of power and grace, and it's a delicate balance. She's pulled in some big scores this year, and her average free program would have put her in about 3rd place at the Grand Prix final, so she is capable of great things. However, she has been struggling with her triple flip, which used to be her best jump. She's going to have to get that in control. And her double axel, a very easy jump, she has missed in both the qualifying and the short program here.
Her quality of skating, though, and her experience certainly unmatched in this field. And again, a chance to make it 2 Canadian championships in a row. Her free skate tonight that she'll skate to is a very special one to her.
For my free program this year, I'm skating to Mira Leung, and David brought me the CD last year in June maybe. And at first when I heard the melody, I thought it was really beautiful, but I wasn't convinced that it was music for me. And then I went home, and on the way home in the car with my mother, I was sitting and I made her listen to it because I like to have her advice on what I skate on. And when she heard the music, she just started to cry. And I was really shocked because I was wondering, like, why? And then she explained to me, she sang with the lyrics on it and what it meant for her and all that she went through in her life. And by the end of the song, I was in tears too. And I mean, this is very special for between me and my mother. And that's when I knew I had to skate to this music.
Well, for so many of these skaters, their parents have been their support for so long, working a number of jobs to help support their kids, and some of them single mothers. obviously this is a special program for Joannie Rochette.
And can you imagine being her mother sitting there at this point just before the competition is to begin for Joannie? Very nervous moment.
So Joannie Rochette, who will skate first, and really, if she lays it down, will not be caught like last year. Remember, we said it's not over till it's over, but it was over. And it, you know, the decision for the Canadian title could be made very shortly. And then it's the battle on for that second spot to the Olympic Games. And you'd have to think that advantage Mira Leung. She has the ability to peel off so many triple jumps in a free skate.
Well, that is because of the Elvis factor. She does not let her emotions, like Elvis Stoico, she does not let her emotions get in the way of her triple jump. She's able to focus, get the job done. The other thing she has in her favor in this free program is she wasn't happy with the way her free program was received all year, so she scrapped it, joined forces with Marc Pelé, who is Emmanuel Sandou's choreographer, and she said they clicked instantly. Her reaction to this new free, she says, has never been, oh, it's good. Everybody's just said, wow, and he's really brought out a side of her skating. She, too, though, has struggled a little bit with the triple flip. It's dominated some of her practices and warm-ups here. Watch for that jump.
That free skate has already been unveiled this week because she had the qualifying round, and she had a standing ovation earlier in the week.
Before, it was just movement of parts, like mostly arms and skating. With Mark's choreography, like he integrates the whole body into the program. Well, you can't really pick out anywhere that doesn't move at all during the program. Every part of the body is involved.
So Mira Leung, the 16-year-old from Vancouver. A couple of years ago, Tracy, you and I both talked about, you know, identifying prospects for 2010, and people said to her, well, 2010, you mean the Olympics in my hometown in Vancouver? Yeah, that's nice, but isn't there another Olympics before that?
And we all laughed, thought she was cute. She was dead serious.
And she could be going to the Torino Games, but again, you have to come out here and you have to skate it, lay down the jumps. Leslie Hawker has had a reputation, if she has had a bad skate, of following it with a good skate. She needs a great skate here.
Well, she just was so excited in the short program. She's a big, big jumper, has trouble controlling that height. And, yeah, she's going to have to reel it in. Very mad at herself after the short program, and she's put herself in a little bit of a hole, trying to dig back out and get back on, get that Olympic spot.
Now listen to this crowd. Great buzz in the building here tonight. The man earlier put on a show. We'll see if she's stressed out. Again, if she does what she has to do in this program, the battle for the national title will be over very early. And here she is on her 20th birthday, Joannie Rochette, a month away from the Olympic Games.
Triple flip is the first jump of her program. Perfectly done. triple turn to a single. Wow, did she fight for that landing.
Oh, yes. May have been her cleanest jump of the night. Great combination.
Final series of jumps now, a double axel into a triple Salchow. Getting better as the program progresses. She had a few tentative, nervous moments, able to battle the nerves and come back fighting with a strong finish.
Joannie Rochette.
Well, it is a pressure cooker even for the champions. Her mom, Therese, who really
like to watch,
she doesn't like to
no.
watch. A few thousand like to watch that tonight here in this building. On her way to the Olympic Games, likely as Canadian champion.
Martin, Manon and Joannie split up last year, so she won her first title with José Nomand and Sebastian Britten. She has reunited with Manon and really has a strength about her skating over the last couple of years because of that split and what she learned from it. Here's the triple flip. She has struggled with this all week and much of the year. It is a beautiful jump when it's on. I thought through parts of the program she was fighting the blade a little bit. You could hear her blades on the ice, and normally Joannie is a very quiet skater, so that told me she was a little bit nervous and tight and high in the knees. But she got down in the knees when it counted and up into the air on that double axel and into this triple Salchow. Really pushing through the end, I think, partly in relief that she'd gone through quite well.
It hasn't been a banner week for her, not like last year. It was a dream week. She skated flawlessly, has had some flaws this week, but a great finish on her way to Torino. Make no mistake, she is going to the Olympic Games and will not be caught.
Well, these are big marks. You see 113 for the free skate. Mira's average free skate is in the high 80s. Same with Leslie Hawker, so she is in a different league because of her many fine qualities.
And what will lie ahead at the Olympic Games? Now, some might say, you know, not quite as good as she was last year after the Nationals, but some of the best skaters have gone on to the Olympic Games and have not had great Nationals either.
It's all about peaking and timing.
So now that other battle that's going on here, and that is for that second berth to the Olympic Games. Here's Megan Duhamel, 4th place after the Qs, 4th place after the short program, 20-year-old from Lively, Ontario, outside of Sudbury.
She has some great qualities. She has explosive jumps like Midori Ito, but her weakness, however, is she lacks patience. She wants it, and she wants it now. Well, that's a great attitude for training, but not the best mindset for competing. Her coach, Lee Barkell, advises her every time she takes the competition ice to just be patient. Megan's first triple is the triple flip. Was meant to be a triple toe for the second jump. Her most difficult jump coming up now, the triple lutz. Again, rushing the takeoff. If you force it, you rush it, and you lose the jump. Unfortunately, again, wild on the takeoff. Megan is used to averaging 6 clean triples in practice every program. This is reminiscent of last year for Megan. She was 4th after the short program and fell apart in the long program, dropped off the national team in singles. She's not giving up.
Yeah, it's a scrap back here. Top 5 placement puts you on the national team.
Triple Sal Cow. There. That's how it's done.
She's just got to find a way to take what she does in the practice ice to the competitive arena. It's not easy. Not easy, especially in this environment.
A lot of skaters, when they get nervous, they get tight and hold back. Not Megan Duhamel. She revs it up a notch and goes for it. A little over the top for Megan Duhamel tonight.
Well, the Nationals certainly is a lesson in humility at times. As much as it can be full of glory, there is a lot of heartbreak to it too, and Megan Duhamel, I'm sure, feels that right now.
Well, she came out flying. Watch this triple flip. She has a nice spring, though you can see a little wild even there. But I just like the way she bombs around the ice, and why it works in practice is she brings that intensity to every practice session, but combine it with adrenaline in competition, you lose control. And that's what happens. She's a well-trained athlete. She's used to doing clean programs. That allowed her to come back fighting at the end of this program.
Now, Megan, of course, did have a big lead on a skater like Amélie Lacoste, who was in second place behind Joannie Rochette and skated earlier. So Megan likely is going to move into second place here, but likely will be surpassed by those to come. 4 skaters yet. 146.01, give you an idea, it's almost 50 points behind leader Joannie Rochette, but currently in second place.
Our next competitor represents British Columbia, prochaine concurrente représente la Colombie-Britannique. Tanika Gibbons.
Here's a great story. Surrey, BC's Tanika Gibbons, her first year as a senior skater, was second last year behind Amélie Lacoste at the Junior Championships. 17-year-old vying for a berth at the World Junior Championships too. But has skated very well here and has not looked out of place at all.
She has been battling, we mentioned in the short program, of overtraining syndrome. She had to take 3 months off the ice, severely limit her training. She's only back up to an hour of training time a day, but she said the benefit to that is she loves every second she steps on the ice. Tanika will skate to Allegro on Promesa. Opening with a double axel. And the most difficult triple, her triple Lutz. She turned it to a double. Toe. Tanika does not have as high a degree of difficulty as the other competitors in the final flight plan, so she needs to nail what she tries. year seniors, chalk it up to experience or lack of it.
Well, like you say, chalk it up to experience. Your first trip to the senior nationals, and Tanika Gibbons will learn from it.
I like what I see in Tanika. She seems to be quite a cool competitor. She has come in here down on training time, has had a number of obstacles thrown in her way, like a ripped dress in the short program. She had to borrow an outfit, came out and competed well here in her first senior competition.
Championships to be held in Slovenia, representing Canada.
Her coach, Tina Leninger, and Tina also does her choreography with the help of Andre Boudria. A very athletic skater. Watch the height she gets on her jump. Nice double axel, but she does not have the high degree of difficulty. No triple lutz, no triple flip. This, her triple loop, and she really fought for the landing there. She may not get credit for the rotation on that jump. We'll have to see what the judges think. Technical specialist will watch the landing of that jump in slow motion to make sure it was fully rotated. You're allowed a quarter turn on the ice, but no more than that.
Leslie Hawker is on the ice, and really it comes down to a showdown between her and Mira Leung for this other spot behind Joannie Rochette. Rochette will not be caught here tonight. Give her the gold medal. Give her another Canadian title. Leslie Hawker needs about 82 points to move into second place, but remember, she is 10 points in arrears of Mira Leung, and she will have to put the pressure on Mira. She might like the position she's skating in here. She lays it down. The pressure then is on Mira.
Often skaters will choose to be the first one out. And exactly for that reason, they don't think about what their competitor has done. They get to put the pressure on them, and that's what Leslie's going to have to do here.
Tanika Gibbons, by the way, in fourth place right now. Here's where we are. Joannie Rochette will win the Canadian title. Megan Duhamel is second. Two spots to the Olympics. Leslie Hawker wants that other spot. She's going to need the skate of her life here.
And Leslie has an interesting story. She did not land her first triple jump until she was 16 years of age. That's the age of Mira Leung. Her first senior Canadians, first Canadian championships, she was 20. 4 years later, she's fighting for an Olympic spot. Music, the mission. Opening jump, triple lutz. Triple flip, triple double toe. second triple Lutz, a little shaky on the double toe. Her easiest triple toe. Coming up. Very nice.
Well, she needed a good one. She got it.
Leslie Hawker.
She fell on one of her triples, but she's put some heat on Mira Leung now because she landed a good number of them. 6, as a matter of fact. We'll be back to Ottawa.
He said the
Alliston, Ontario, near Barrie, 5 triple jumps landed here. So Mira now has a little pressure on her. If anybody can handle the pressure, it probably is the 16-year-old Mira Leung, but she has to do it now. Leslie Hawker did a good job here tonight and got a standing ovation.
Well, she skated like she had nothing to lose. Look at the height on that triple Lutz. And now, right after the triple Lutz, she goes into her triple flip. Triple flip, double toe. And this is the reaction for Leslie Hawker at the end of her program, especially after last night, and her coach, Richard Callahan. And she's a machine. She is the greatest student. She's like a sponge. And Richard trains her very hard down in Detroit and has brought out the best in her. She has really improved so much. I like what Leslie Hawker represents in skating. Coming to the sport late, triples at 16, Canadians at 20, and fighting for an Olympic spot at 24. She just keeps doing whatever it takes to get there.
163.72. She's in second place. That's the number for Mira Leung to beat. Leslie Hawker waits now. Her Olympic dream on hold. Mira Leung will do a little house cleaning here. We've had some debris falling from the ceiling this week, and actually quite a bit of debris. Some insulation that's been falling, and they've been doing a good job in cleaning it up, but it's kind of funny. It really hasn't affected, you would have thought, because it's been falling rapidly at times that it might have affected some of the skaters. It does not appear to have.
Very fortunate that it has not gotten in the way of the competition.
Well, here comes Mira Leung.
Her new music is the Terracotta Warriors.
Really an unflappable athlete. There's her mom watching. Jennifer Leung. And Mira will now shoot for that score of Leslie Hawkers and try to beat it.
The first jump, triple flip. And now the left. You can see she just loves to skate to this program, moves easily to it. She said, Mark found something in me I knew was there. I didn't know how to bring out. She said, this is the way I want to move. It suits me. Feels natural. Shows. Final triple Lutz. That's two. Triple Lutz, double loop. And now a second triple flip. In combination, double loop.
Oh,
double
bingo.
Loop. Oh, yeah. Best is still to come.
Well, there's no doubt, I think, now.
You want it? You got it. Mira Leung.
Leslie Hawker put pressure on. That is athleticism. That is a competitor. Mira Leung delivers it. And look at that. 16-year-old. Looks like she's on her way to the Winter Olympic Games. Three books out here because Mira Leung could become one of the youngest, if not the youngest, Canadian female to skate at an Olympic Games. Team Skate Canada still has to select Team Canada. She's going. She's got to be going.
Well, she sure earned it in this one performance, and you could see right off the top her speed, how she carried that flow into her first triple jump, the triple flip, and of course her strength, the jumps, and she just did them one after another. Her weakness in the past has been her artistry. That was a dramatic improvement in just 2 months. Obviously found a soulmate in Mark, her new choreographer, and there's Leslie Hawker, always smiling. What a bubbly personality.
About 90 points will give her second place.
There's your mom.
There's her mom.
Well, Mira's average is in the high 80s, and I think this is going to be by far a personal best because the second mark is going to come up dramatically for the presentation, the skating skills, choreography.
Yeah, look at this. This is the best she has done.
103 points for the
Personal best.
How about that?
big time personal best.
Mira said she was thinking about another Olympics before the Vancouver Games. Remember, there's one before that, isn't there? Guess what, Mira? They're in Torino, Italy, by the way.
Yes.
Get your outfit ready. You'll be wearing the maple leaf. It looks like Mira Leung will be going with Joannie Rochette to the Games. And the final skater, and the implications here for Aaron Scherer. National team, junior world team, 18-year-old from Waterloo, currently in 6th place.
Her first year in seniors was last year. She finished 8th. She battles with consistency in competition, and is this ever a tough position to skate? Last in the final flight. This program was choreographed by Robin Wagner, who was the coach of the 2002 Olympic champion, Sarah Hughes. Skating to violin and piano concertos. Triple Lutz this year. She's tried it in competition, has never landed it. She's got lots of speed. Here it comes. Turned into a double. Toe, double toe. Most difficult jump coming up. This is her loop, and she ran out of room. So instead of a triple, she does a double. get to represent the country internationally. You get funding throughout the year. Erin can afford no more mistakes.
Again, trying to get to the top 5, also battling a couple of young skaters for those berths at the Junior Worlds. Important minute and a half here to finish up for Erin Scherer.
Strong, powerful skater, covers the ice well. This is a beautiful piece of music. Perfect skating music, but not enough triples for Erin Scherer tonight. Final one planned is a triple toe. Well, there you go.
She ever need that? Final skater of the night, determining placements for the Olympics. Confirmation that Joannie Rochette is the national champion. Leslie Hawker finishes third. Ryan Orser there. Mira Leung, silver medal. Olympic berth given to her.
Thank you.
Leung meeting the press and Leslie Hawker meeting her backstage.
Oh, you too. Thank you. Congratulations.
And again, Skate Canada will name officially Team Canada Sunday after the championships. But you can rest assured in this competition that, you know, sometimes it's a little close. You have to meet criteria. We remember what happened to Emmanuel Sandou in '98. He didn't meet the criteria. He didn't go to the Olympics. That is not going to happen here. Mira Leung deserves every right to go to the games. You could try to analyze it any way you want. She skated maybe the best of all the skaters, but the most consistently of any of the skaters here.
Well, what happens is Skate Canada decides on a body of work, and this competition is included in that. Coming in, they were all pretty much equal. Joannie, of course, out in the lead, but Mira and a group of skaters were equal coming in, and she has really shown herself to be the one in this competition. Leslie had a great shot coming in, came undone in the short program, as Erin Scherer did a little bit tonight in the free skate. She did not have a difficult program planned. In order to be in the mix in the top 5, she had to go with no mistakes, and was not able to do that.
She has to be in the top 5 to be on the national team, and will not be there. The top 5 will be Joannie Rochette, Canadian champion 2 times in a row, Mira Leung, her teammate on the Olympic team, Leslie Hawker, 3rd, Megan Duhamel, 4th, Amélie Lacoste in 5th place, and Tanika Gibbons, 6th. Those 3 skaters going for that spot, 2 spots to the Junior Worlds. They were all together. Lacoste, Gibbons, and Scherer, who finished in 7th place. Amélie Lacoste in 5th. Jessica Dubé in 8th place, and Jessica Dubé will skate tomorrow night in the pairs free skate with partner Bryce Davison. Quite a day here with the men lighting it up. Jeff Buttle, the leader, heading to tomorrow night. Joannie Rochette gets the first gold medal in the seniors here at the National Championships. heading to the Olympic Games. Champion again. Here's Dave Randor.
5 straight podium finishes, 2 straight national titles, a ticket to the Olympics, all on your birthday. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. This felt really good tonight to be able to do this on my birthday and qualify for the Olympics at the same time. So it was the biggest party I've ever had.
Joannie, Skate Canada took the entire national team to Torino for a simulation visit to kind of experience what it will be like when you go there for real. What did you take from that trip that will help you next month?
That was a really good trip because we got to skate on the Olympic ice and get used to the accommodation there and visit the Olympic Village. So when we'll get there, it won't be all new for us. We'll already know what to expect.
Well, you had a whole cheering section here tonight. Fans from coast to coast are going to be pulling for you next month in Italy. Best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Joannie Rochette, Rod.
She's heading to Turin. Leslie Hawker will not, but she makes the podium at the Nationals. Mira Leung, a silver medal, going to the games. And happy birthday, Joannie Rochette. The youngest Canadian to ever go to the Winter Olympic Games in figure skating. Mira Leung is heading to Turin. She's with Dave Randor.
I think that's a pretty safe bet, Rod. She does it with a skate. You needed a great skate. You do a personal best score. And Mira just told me, yeah, it could have been better.
Yeah, I'm very happy with my skate, except for my axle. But overall, I'm very pleased with what I did out there tonight.
Imagine you are, Mira. You're 16 years old. When did you start dreaming of competing for Canada at the Winter Olympics?
Well, almost since when I started, because I've always wanted to represent Canada internationally and especially at the Olympics.
And when did you start targeting these games instead of 2010, which is going to be in your hometown?
About 2 years ago, I started thinking of going to 2.6, and especially in the past month or two, when I've improved so much, it became more achievable.
Well, congratulations on a great performance tonight. Thank you, Mira.
Thank you, Dave.
Mira Leung. Young Mira Leung heading to the games. With Joannie Rochette, we'll wrap it up when we come back to the nation's capital in a moment.
Be sure to join us there. This guy, Sean Sawyer, might be on the podium again for the second straight year with the men. Emmanuel Sandhu did not try the quad tonight. You're going to expect to see it tomorrow night. But he's going to have to take the title away from that guy. Jeffrey Buttle is the leader. On behalf of Rod and Tracy and Debbie and our entire crew, this is Dave Randor saying so long from Ottawa. You're watching TSN.